The Ace Pro 2 delivers smooth, level and vibrant footage for any adventure. Better still, it's not just for action lovers anymore, it's an all-in-one solution for enthusiasts and aspiring filmmakers who want professional results for every kind of project, now made even easier thanks to this, the Insta360 Xplorer Grip Pro. First, Insta360 took their flagship action camera, the Ace Pro 2, and put it into the hands of a new audience with the Xplorer Grip Kit, in essence creating a pocket camera from a powerful action cam, and it worked really well with its modular design, comprised of a metal cage on which you can bolt on a hand grip, as well as extending the shutter button with a manual rocker. Now though, they've taken that concept and applied it to a more streamlined design. It's not as modular, but because of that it packs in some extra features too. And honestly, this thing really does feel premium in the hand. It oozes quality. Even with its all-over aluminum alloy construction, along with some silicone thrown in here and there for both comfort and added grip, the Pro Grip is still relatively lightweight, so it won't add much to the camera once installed. Talking of camera installation, that's done by pressing the buckle in the top corner, which in turn releases the side door. Nice and easy. Notice the built-in USB-C port here. This interfaces directly with the camera, meaning there's no Bluetooth or wireless connections to mess about with or drain your camera's battery. The grip is compatible with only the Ace Pro 2, which is available in this sleek Arctic white variant now, by the way. It's actually quite striking. Not something you'd want to use in the snow in case you drop it, but if you like to show off your gear, this is certainly a way to do so. Other than the colour, the camera is exactly the same as the existing black version. They do now come with a slightly differently shaped lens cover, but again that does nothing other than changing the visual appearance slightly. Anyways, irrespective of the camera colour, begin by releasing the camera's own side door, after which it slides straight in and connects to the grip's USB-C port, before the side swings back up and locks into place with a reassuring click. I must admit, while the white camera installed within the grip really does stand out nicely, I actually quite like the look to be fair. I tend to stick with the black instead. It's just more subtle and blends in nicely. Whatever your flavour, bear in mind the camera is no longer waterproof at this point. I'm sure it'll withstand the odd shower of rain, but certainly not dunking underwater, which could be a deal breaker for some, but interfacing with the grip in this way brings added functionality instead. While we maintain full motion on the rear flippable screen, which I personally find such a useful feature, especially for low down shots, as well as the camera's own side power button, notice how the shutter button is now covered and inaccessible, simply because you no longer need to use it. Its control is now completely with the hand grip on the side, making it look and feel like a true pocket camera. It's nice and comfortable too, thanks not only to that silicone finish, but just the added size and girth of the hand grip, which makes hand holding and shooting with the camera much more natural and substantial. So rather than the mechanical rocker of the original Xplorer grip, here we have proper camera controls. A shutter button that can be used to wake the camera, as well as start and stop video or capture images, just like a standard point and shoot, with a nice tactile feel to top it off. Placement is great, and it feels really nice to operate, no issues there at all. You'll even be able to delete recordings by keeping the button pressed so you don't fill your memory card with needless footage, a feature I've grown to use quite often. It really comes into its own in photo mode though, nice and quick in taking still images. Although I rarely use my action camera to take images, this actually feels natural and is probably something I'll use more often. Once done, a long shutter button press will power the camera off, so there's literally no need to touch the camera's own power button. Moving on, just like a standard pocket camera, we have a rocker just below which controls the camera's zoom function, where we can slowly and effortlessly punch in and out as and how you prefer, right down to the 2x lossless zoom that provides sharp, detailed images. In fact, a quick flick of the rocker and it'll instantly punch straight into that lossless 2x zoom, making it even quicker and easier to access. A nice added touch. Just above, beside a lanyard strap attachment point, for which a wrist strap is actually provided in the package, is a dial that can be customized to one of several functions. By default, it will cycle between the different color profiles, but by heading into the camera settings, you'll find a list of functions that the dial can be used to adjust, again giving the setup a true pocket camera style feel and adding that level of customizability depending on how you use your camera. One thing I do find annoying is it'll pull out the advanced controls with the first dial rotation, and you rotate further to get you to your chosen setting. It's a little fidgety at times. I would have preferred it jump straight to the setting I've chosen rather than complete this two-step operation. Anyways, just beside the dial is a 3.5mm input for an external microphone or a wireless receiver even, which can be held in place directly on the cold shoe attachment point built right into the top frame, perfect for vloggers or those who want to create their own mini camera rig. While not in use, a small rubber plug is included to keep the port protected. While that's it for basic control, the hand grip also hides a built-in 2010 mAh battery, which helps keep the camera topped up and delivers up to 5 hours and 40 minutes of non-stop shooting. Well, that's at 1080p. Whack it up to 4K 60 and you'll still get around 2 hours worth of shooting, depending upon your chosen settings of course. And you can see the battery life remaining at any time within the camera's accessory settings menu. Talking of battery life, the hand grip battery is charged via the USB-C port hidden under a flap, so you can ensure both the camera and grip are topped up through this one port. Although notice the micro SD card slot beside it. Initially I thought this was a pass-through port, so images and video would be stored directly to this, making it easy to retrieve footage at the end of a shooting session, although unfortunately that's not the case. It's actually storage for a spare memory card only, not an active slot. So when it comes to accessing your footage, note that with the USB-C cable connected to the grip, my computer did not recognize the device at all. That port seems to be used for charging the battery only, not for data transfer. So to transfer footage to your computer, you do still need to connect the camera directly. And even then, it's too difficult to remove the integrated USB port with the camera in place, so it's a matter of opening the side door before accessing the USB-C port. At which stage I end up just removing the memory card instead. Not a deal breaker, but an annoyance to be aware of. Nevertheless, while we do have the built-in mounting point at the bottom, I would have liked to have seen a standard 1/4" 20 thread here, so I could mount it directly to a tripod or monopod without the need for attachments in between. The added versatility would have been ideal. Talking of versatility, you can actually take things a step further with some additional accessories. While these can be used with the camera alone, pair them with the Xplorer Grip Pro and they really do make the ultimate setup. So we have this new flip screen head which sticks around the screen with an adhesive backing and is designed to keep it clear and visible even under bright sunlight. With a metal construction, it opens with a single flick, completely effortless, intuitive, and ready when you are. As the screen rotates, it's nice and easy to get your angle while still using the hood at the same time. A nice, easy solution to reducing glare on the screen. If you really want to get extra professional though and customize your shooting style, the Ace Pro 2 is now compatible with several lens attachments, namely an ultra-wide, a close-up, and a cinematic lens that can be attached to the camera depending upon your shooting style. We'll take a closer look at these in a future video. And keep your eye out on a video review covering the Insta360 Pocket Printer, which pretty much turns your Ace Pro action camera into a full-on Polaroid style system with instant photo printing. For now though, the Xplorer Grip Pro certainly adds extra versatility to the action cam and really makes it feel like a true point-and-shoot pocket camera. If you're like me and tend to hand-hold, whether it's for shooting action or just your family vacation and other adventures, this Xplorer Grip Pro is a definite must-have. Not only does it make capturing footage while hand-holding so much more comfortable, giving you a nice firm grip on the setup, it brings the most used controls to your fingertips, and all these features are thanks to that direct connection to the camera's built-in USB port. There's no setup at all, you simply plug it in and it all works, leaving you to customize how you wish to use the rotating dial from its set list of options. It all works wonderfully well. If you like to shoot in sunny environments, I'd certainly recommend the screen hood, which complements the setup nicely. But if you're a hand-holding point-and-shooter like me, this is a must-have accessory that'll change the way you use your Ace Pro 2.